introduce Gisela.
Hi guys. I think I'm on mute. Yes. Thank you so much, Crystal, for inviting. It was very beautiful, and honestly, it was a bit hard for me to decide what to perform since I'm literally sitting on my couch, and some of my music is like very dance oriented. So hopefully you'll find this time good enough to meditate and to connect with yourselves. So I'm gonna share my audio first so that we can do that. And yeah.
Pero meu Adam passeu como ei num céu que nunca imaginou. Ei que danças carinhas das suas almas venenos, mentre o seu menino canta-lhe a canción que le cantábamos sempre os três irmãos, que le cantábamos sempre os três irmãos. E hoje pensa que ele cantará sorinho, pero no sabe que no, amudinho, faremos-lhe desde aqui duo de cegos. Nostalgia del Thank you. Thank you. Those silent applauses. This song is called Nostalgia del Futuro, and it's like honestly one of the first songs I started performing, and I don't know, I just really like it still. And I started the song with a traditional song from the north of Spain called Meu Meniño, and it's sang in Gallego, which is a language that I don't speak, but it's from Galicia. It's a very beautiful language. I'm gonna continue with a song called Ausencias. Thank you. Let me know if it sounds good. I know there's a bit of glitches, but a ver, let me read. Cool, awesome, thank you. Okay, so I wanted to do one more electronic song. This song is called Joel. Yeah, a friend of mine is here. This song is called Ciudad del Humo. It means city of smoke, and I think it's just a song I wrote a bit literally about being in New York and about this idea of feeling the need to escape from our own past and feeling some shame and guilt from the past and wanting to escape from that kind of space or city in a way in the brain noise. Anyway, hope you like it. Those glitches are real, are not a mistake. And yeah, if you're in your room, feel free to dance. It's always welcome. Por un pasado mejor donde sentarme.
Dame un beso mejor, dame un beso mejor, dame un beso mejor, dame un beso, dame un beso mejor, dame un beso mejor, dame un beso mejor,
Thank you. Nice. Cool. Great. Well, thank you so much for having me. I wanted to finish with a song that it's a fado. It's a traditional song from Portugal. Again, I'm not Portuguese. I'm from Barcelona, but I love this song so much. It's called Extraña Forma de Vida, which means what a strange way of living, and talks about the heart and how it's hard to follow the heart and sometimes it can get you in trouble. Anyway, thank you so much, Crystal. This is such a beautiful, initiative, and I'm so happy that Daniel put us in touch, and I hope you liked it. Should I turn on the original sound or turn it off?
Yeah.
Yeah? I think it's...
Yes, please turn it.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool. And yeah, feel free to check out my music. I'm on Instagram, I'm everywhere. Okay. Foi por bondade de Deus que vivo nesta ansiedade, que todas mais são meus, que toda minha saudade foi por bondade de Deus. Que estranha forma da vida, meu coração vive da vida e para Coração independente, coração que mais comando, viva la vida tremente, teimosamente sangrando, coração independente. Não mais te acompanho mais para deixar de bater. Se não sabes de onde vais, que te daria conta. Não mais te acompanho mais. Thank you.
Gisela, that was so beautiful. That was really, really great.
Thank you.
Such a great voice. Yeah, no, before I go over the mindfulness activity, and there's going to be sharing involved, not just myself, but with also the audience. So but before we do that, I just wanted to ask you, where did you get the name NOIA from? I know it means her in Catalan, but I guess what was the process of coming to reaching to that artist name?
Right.
So yeah, when I started to make beats, I don't know, like, first of all, I love kind of Japanese culture. I love anime, so I don't know, for some reason NOIA always felt like it would be a cool anime cartoon. And the fact that it meant girl in Catalan was especially important to me because as a music producer, like, I feel maybe now we have way much more, you know, respect and everything, but like any like fans doing making beats and producing music was like, it felt like I would always get asked which producer was I working with and stuff like that. No, so it was like a bit the assumption of the guy making my beats. So I don't know, it felt like a kind of like a cool name. But then I didn't think about it very well because turns out there's like a metal band called NOIA. There's like an Italian, anyway, Italo disco band called NOIA from the 80s. So I should have thought it better.
No, I'm sure it's fine. You definitely differentiate yourself in a really great way. No, that's awesome. Oh, also, I think your reverb is still on, so it's
Oh, yeah. Let me turn that off. And just let me just stop sharing the audio, maybe.
oh, okay. Yeah, that might be better.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. No, and yeah, again, thank you so much for performing. That was so beautiful. It was really, really beautiful.
Thank you.
So I know I gave you the questions beforehand, but or the question beforehand, but let me just retell you guys. The prompt was, if I could talk to my teenage self, the one thing I would say is, so I hope you guys were writing and really thinking about it. But yeah, Gisela, I gave you the prompt beforehand. Do you have anything to say about that, or anything you want to share?
If I could talk to my teenage self, yeah, I guess I would tell her to be a bit more, I don't know, I guess a bit more confident in the weirdness. That's all. Like, to embrace more of that, to not be so insecure. That's all. Which is pretty easy to say. Like, bitch, you know, like, bitch man up. But no, like, I think that's what I would tell her.
I completely agree. I would definitely say the same thing. Maybe add in like a little slap as well. No, yeah, thank you for sharing. With that, I'm about to share too, like what I was writing while Gisela was performing, and then after I'm going to open it up to the floor, as in the audience. So if you guys want to talk or share, and anything gonna be expecting a couple people to share. If you could just put your name in the chat box, it's nothing crazy. You don't have to share a whole journal entry, just maybe a couple sentences or a summary of what you're feeling. And also, if you just have a question for Gisela or NOIA, feel free to ask her while you have her. But with that, I'll share, and then yes, feel free to put your name in the chat box. But one thing I definitely would love to tell my teenage self is just to listen to myself a little bit more and stay true to myself. I know that's hard at that age, because you're definitely just trying to figure out who you are at that point. But I guess like making decisions for myself rather than feeling so so much pressure from other people to make decisions or have them influence my decisions. I feel like I would just be I would realize like I would realize what I actually wanted a lot sooner than if I did that. But it's hard, so that's something I would tell my teenage self at least. So yeah, that felt really good, and I think the audience should share too. So if you want to share, please put your name in the chat box, and if no one puts it in, I'm gonna have to call on people, and I don't want to. I want us to be. Oh, Stephen! Ah, great, thank you, Stephen. I'll give you now.
Hi, this is Steve. So I have a couple of things I would tell myself. I wish I could go back in time and tell myself, but I said, believe in yourself, things will get better, look within, and learn music.
That's great, Stephen. Why learn music? I mean, it's great. I love music, but
You know, when I was younger, I did play. I played the drums, but I didn't really learn. You know, I didn't really learn music. You know, reading music and theory and taking up, I guess, an instrument where you really need the music. I mean, I got away with it. And I think it would have helped me a lot. It would have grounded me more. It would have given me something, I guess, to ground me really. And I think it's a certain way of thinking as well, and a certain way of has a certain way of when you put your energy into it, it sort of kind of gives you more peace, more energy. So, yeah.
I agree. Yeah, totally. Thanks for sharing. That was really great. Anybody else? Maybe we could have two, and this is pushing up, but maybe three people share. Okay, Ian, great, thank you.
Hi. First of all, that was really amazing. Thank you for that. The music. If I had to say something to my younger self, I guess it would be like that everything can be talked through. I think I kept a lot of things to myself, just like being scared of how other people would react. And oftentimes that just like makes everything worse in your head. And oftentimes I found that people won't react as for the most part as poorly as you think they would, and I just projected a lot of how I felt about myself on other people. So I would just tell him, I guess, to just talk about things that are bothering me or that I'm worried about. Yeah, what I would.
Great, thank you so much. I find that I still have a problem with that. Yeah, it's really great. I agree, Joel. That yeah, it is great advice for adults. Yeah, it's something I'm still learning. Um, yeah, thank you. Okay, just one or two more people, and then I'll let you guys go. I'll let you guys go free. Anybody? Maybe Joel. I'm sorry to put you on the spot.
and hi Noia, great to see you perform again. I just had like random stuff going through my head, but I think one thing would be stop stressing out about stuff. And there's a lot of things you think are really important in the moment, and especially when you're a teenager, you don't. It's hard to have that time horizon of like what happens a day later or a week later or 6 months later, and like the fact that people probably wouldn't care, the fact probably you won't care. or the factor probably won't make a difference for anybody. But like in the moment, things just seem to really like escalate, at least in my head. But I've talked to like other friends about like this question, and my advice would be to like chill out. Still probably useful for a lot of people now, but
Yeah, I agree. Especially in the city, I don't know. It feels like it's just natural to be stressed all the time, but there really isn't a need to be. So yeah, completely agreed. Um, all right, so just one more person, and then I'll let you guys go. We still have 5 minutes. Just one more. It feels really great to share. I promise you. You might, someone might learn something about themselves by listening to others. So if you share, it's great for everyone. Maybe someone in Fernanda's group? Does anyone? All right, I see Fernanda getting up. Nice.
Hi. So we were just talking about this together, the three of us, and I think we all had a similar advice for our younger selves, which is, you know, stop trying to act older than you are. Just enjoy life as it comes, and you'll have the rest of your life to be an adult. So just have fun.
True. Very true. Thank you so much for sharing. That was really great. Daniel, do you still want to go? Oh, you.
Hey everyone, I'm outside, sorry. I'm thinking of my middle school self, and I would say, don't be a dickhead. You know, just be more sympathetic to what people are going through, and you know, don't be so judgmental. I think when I was younger, I was a lot cockier. Maybe I still am, but I was a lot less open to, you know, what other people were facing, and, you know, less sympathetic. So I think at a younger age, it's you know, really important, but also hard to sympathize, and kids would be a lot better if they did.
Totally agree. And I think that's great advice for your middle school self. I've heard the stories. Okay. But anyways, that'll be it for today. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for coming. And again, thank you so much to Giselle for performing. That was so beautiful. I think especially my favorite song was with the Spanish guitar. I'm forgetting the name, but it was really gorgeous, beautiful voice. And we do these shows roughly around every 2 weeks, so look out on our Instagram for another show. And so shortly after this, I'll be posting Gisela's Venmo. So if you really love the show or just want to make a contribution, you can. Yeah, so see you guys hopefully in 2 weeks. Thank you for coming. Thank you again, Gisela.